This concealed enemy has attempted to supplant the United States Constitution and to establish in its place the United Nations Charter as the supreme law of the land. And let's prove that statement. Furthermore, the Congress of the United States has acquiesced to this criminal abrogation of the Constitution. Now let me quote from Senate Document 87, titled Review of the United Nations Charter. This is an official document from the United States Senate. And on page 289, there is this amazing statement. And I quote, "The Charter has become the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or the laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding." End of quote. Well, I hope that we have now exposed the fiction that the United Nations is some kind of a debating society. The United Nations is not a debating society. The United Nations is an instrumentality for global conquest. And its objective is to overthrow the constitutional government of the United States and of the several states by peaceful means if possible, by force and violence if necessary. Well, I think at this point in our study we should have clearly defined the war-making functions of the United Nations. Now let's learn something about the international sleight of hand which has transferred our military establishment to the United Nations. And let's go back to the Charter of the United Nations. For, of course, under Article 43 of the UN Charter is found the authority and the law for establishing an armed United Nations. And it's all here. And I quote Article 43. "All members of the United Nations," states Article 43, "in order to contribute to the maintenance of international peace and security, undertake to make available to the Security Council, on its call, and in accordance with a special agreement or agreement, armed forces, assistance, and facilities, including rites of passage, necessary for the purpose of maintaining international peace and security." End of quote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the most cursory examination of Article 43 permits only one conclusion, only one. It's the intent of Article 43 to provide the United Nations with unlimited war-making capability and to create a super government of the world. This is what it means. Because, of course, Article 43 will wipe national boundaries off the map. And it will create an irresistible international army. And it will chain the people of the world to a military juggernaut.